Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, I got a video today from Alexander Grace.
Watch this video and see if you can notice anything strange. It's the women. Something is different. When you go out and you see women on the street, you probably will have noticed
That they're all in jeans? Kind of normal clothes? Not like the super skimpy outfits. That's what I've noticed immediately. But that might not be it.
Notice this as well. Women don't wear dresses anymore. They don't even wear skirts. Something has happened. And this is not just about fashion. There is a deeper significance because both genders can wear jeans, but only women can wear skirts. Women used to dress up to enhance and show off their femininity, accentuating how they are different to men. Now, there seems to be a movement of women who are intentionally dressing down, trying to hide their softness. It sucks. Deep down, they know that men love femininity. But of course, to be a good feminist, you can't do things to please men. Here's an attractive woman with two different outfits. In one...
Damn! They look like totally different. One looks normal, but the other one just looks so inviting and nice. I don't know what to say about this. This one looks like she's at home doing something.
The outfit, she is a person. In the other outfit, she is a woman. As a man, I know which one I prefer. When you see a woman in a dress, it's beautiful, right? There's a gentleness, an innocence, a sort of playful openness that's very pleasing. A woman in a dress is delightful, but that pleasant sensation that I'm feeling, that's what so many modern women don't want you to have, because that would be giving their power away to the male gaze. Fight the patriarchy. We know that men want us to be soft and feminine and beautiful, so that's what we're going to destroy.
It's just so funny. Like, what if men thought this way? Women want us to be providers and all these things. What if we just did the opposite? Which men are actually kind of doing.
I'm gonna kill that part of me, and that'll teach those men a lesson to admire me for my femininity. How dare they? This might sound crazy, but seriously, women who are seen to be trying too hard to cater to male preferences, they are seen as traitors to the cause.
Just in case y'all wanted more proof that females be lying in those comment sections. So first, look at this. Look at these comments. Ready for this? Oh yeah, love the confidence. Beautiful. Love this. Yes, for the confidence. I like your outfit. And then a girl whose body they're probably jealous of. What is this, girly? Guys, I don't think she's joking. It's okay to breathe. Is this a joke? Yeah, unbelievable.
And this is...
That's some devastating stuff, right? And that's exactly what that gentleman said. When you put 5 women in a room, the weakest two, or the weakest one and the strongest one, are gonna come together to kind of attack everybody else.
Not just about being thin or wearing dresses, women rebelling against that by like shaving their head and getting tattoos. This goes beyond appearance. You also see this with female behavior, with women like getting drunk and yelling, swearing, being obnoxious, sleeping around. There are just some women who seem to get this masochistic pleasure out of destroying the part of them that they know that men admire. They want to murder that which men value most, their purity, their innocence. Maybe...
Yeah, the hatred of men is so great that they would devastate themselves just to keep hating men.
It's a self-esteem thing, like maybe modern women just don't think they can live up to the expectations of being this feminine woman who's admired. She knows she's no angel and she doesn't want to deal with the pressure, and so she just acts like this. Sort of a I'll reject you before you reject me kind of thing. Traditionally, women who were getting married would wear a veil. It symbolized virginity and modesty, showing that the woman was unspoiled, not just sexually, but spiritually. It's a gorgeous piece of fashion. The veil acted like a sort of sacred curtain, hiding something holy until a righteous man comes along who is worthy of her. And it is he who gets to lift the veil and be rewarded with the treasure of her femininity. Now, only 14% of brides choose to wear a veil. And I think it's because the majority of them would feel like frauds. They're not chaste, they're not pure, they're hardened feminists who think that power as a woman comes from acting aggressive like a man. As a generation, modern women are just completely lost. Or maybe it's by design. Maybe this is how society is destroyed. When women men stop valuing their own purity, there's an increase in hookup culture, which means more single mothers, there's less respect from men to women, which means they're less likely to commit or even be interested in dating. And so birth rates collapse and men lose interest in contributing to society because the reward that they were working for, the love of a good, pure woman, that doesn't exist anymore. And so what's the motivation? Seeing women revel in their own corruption hurts men deeply.
It really does. Like when I see it in real life, it just makes me sad. It really, like, you're just ruining yourself. That's the biggest thing. Like, you're not hurting us in any way other than we just feel sorry for you. You're hurting all the things you're doing, all these tattoos, these piercings, shaving your head, all of these, it just hurts you.
They feel that pain and it makes them angry. Why are you doing this? Why does it have to be this way? But I would argue that underneath that anger is grief. Men across the West share this feeling of just deep, deep grief. Like how you would feel if you lost some valuable treasure. And that,
I guess I get it. I guess that's how I feel. It's like, I'm just saddened. Like, I wish they were a little bit better, or I wish they understood a little bit better.
it's what female purity and innocence is for men. Like biologically, men feel like it is their role to protect women, to do whatever they can to preserve her innocence. When men go off to war, they see unspeakable horrors. But when they return to civilian life, they often don't talk about it with their wives and girlfriends. Not because sharing with them wouldn't help, unloading some of that burden, but because they want to protect the woman's innocence. They don't want her to know what he's been through. They don't want her to know that the world is that dark. And he can stomach the cruelty that he experienced and the suffering that he witnessed. He's motivated to soldier on, knowing that while he's over there on the battlefield, he is protecting something valuable at home. Her purity. He does not want to spoil that. And it doesn't have to be as extreme as war. Across the globe, you see this pattern reenacted of men not wanting to share the stress of their lives with the women. Financial worries, the challenges of their job. They don't want to weigh her down with all of that because they love seeing the world through the eyes of their female partner. Loving, optimistic and hopeful. True. Men need that. We love the feminine. Not because we want to be women, but because after dealing with the stress of the world, it is refreshing and restful to relax in the presence of unspoiled femininity. It's beautiful. We love female purity. I
don't even think very many of us have experienced this, unfiltered femininity with any women. There's just very few out there that can make you feel that way when you come home after a hard day.
Worship it. We see it as so valuable. So to watch women put on this public display of mutilating their own innocence hurts men at the core. Watching it, his protective instinct is just shattered. He wanted a feminine, unspoiled woman to inspire him to go out there and to be heroic, to struggle, to suffer, to create, to build, to fight if necessary, knowing in his heart that what he was doing was worthwhile because it was protecting something pure. But sadly, this masculine instinct is easily corrupted. And this is what's created the Captain Save-a-Hoe phenomenon. There are many men who mourn the corrupt state of the world.
I always say it. It's because men love women to such a degree that we're Captain Save-a-Hoes.
They want to heal the earth, fix our society, make it pure again, but they end up playing out that psychodrama in relationships with corrupted women. A sex worker, a misandrist, a single mother whose baby daddy is a lowlife. He dates her thinking that he's a hero who is saving this innocent woman from the darkness.
Yep.
But he has made a very dangerous miscalculation because she is not a victim of circumstances. Her feminine purity was not destroyed by bad luck. No, it's way sadder than that. It was a choice that she made.
My favorite thing about being super innocent looking is that no one guesses that I'm a little slut. It's always a surprise.
You might see yourself as a white knight on a holy mission to rescue her and to restore her virtue. But she's living in a completely different narrative. She doesn't see you as a hero or a knight. She sees you as a sucker whose naivety and protective instincts can be exploited. It can't be a coincidence that
We've all been suckers. I'm pretty damn sure at least 99.999% of us men.
The women that you meet on sugar baby websites or the ones working as escorts or strippers all tell men, hey, this is my first time ever doing something like this. I'm just a college student.
Remember, men, I've never done this before means she does this all the time.
But I just thought I'd give it a try. Wake up. These women know that men worship feminine innocence and purity, and so that is the act that they perform. She is exploiting your protective instinct so that she can extract maximum amount of resources from you. She's a seasoned professional. She does this for a living. She has no plans to get out of the lifestyle. No, she's lazy. She's bitter. She doesn't want a real job. But she's not going to tell you that. No, because she knows that that's not your fantasy. Feminists have painted the male desire for female purity as though it's a bad thing. Oh, how horrible that men want feminine women. How misogynistic. They make it seem as though a man who has a preference for a woman who is still pure and innocent, the only explanation is that he must want to abuse her and he's
or control her.
Looking for a woman who is too dumb to realize how awful he's being to her. But female purity does not mean naivety. Men like women who are smart, passionate, and engaged. Who wouldn't want to date a good conversationalist? Experience is not what men object to, it's bitterness. If she knows history and psychology, science and ethics, she has a brilliant analytical mind, while also being kind and compassionate, that's wonderful. But if all of her experiences and education have robbed her of her optimism, made her bitter and hateful and angry, then that sucks. Something truly valuable and, dare I say, irreplaceable has been lost, and it is so sad. It causes so much grief. So women, my advice is to embrace your purity. Protect it as though it is the most valuable thing that you have, because it just might be. Forget feminism. Forget the peer pressure to be like cool and cynical. Stay optimistic. Stay hopeful. If you've had bad experiences with men or your father was a jerk, I am sorry. That sucks. Some guys are dickheads. I'm never going to deny that. But destroying your own innocence is not a good plan for revenge. You're not hurting him. You're hurting yourself. Yep. And you are harming the potential that you have to attract the sort of guy that you will want to be with in the future. When you are in a dark place, I want you to picture him, a good guy, a hero, somebody who is worth saving your purity for. Because if you keep your mind on your scumbag ex or your abusive father, then you just let those terrible guys win. And you allow their mistreatment of you to define your life.
Like as I'm thinking about it, yeah. Like when I go to even Disneyland, I don't see that very many women in dresses, and it's summertime. And I get maybe not wanting to wear a dress at Disneyland if you're riding rides and things like that, but even in real life or normal life, most women that I see are in pants or in jeans or the very tight leggings, Lululemon stuff. So bring back femininity. Please, ladies. Please. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys next time.